Okay, so I just did my baby hairs. As you can see, they're laid down. Use my brush, gel, and we're just gonna let those sit. I did a few curls already. This front curl is from yesterday, and look at how it's holding up. So beautiful. I did a few. Oh yes, you can see. Look at how pretty that is. When I see this, I'm like, oh, I have to make a little tutorial because they're coming out so good. And on a good hair day, you gotta take advantage. So this is already done. Let me clip it up because it's done. Oh my god, it's so beautiful. So yes, this is what we have left. The hair, I have this Brazilian keratin Ever Straight Brazilian Keratin Therapy Flat Iron Spray. I have that, and then when we finish, I have this. I mean, sometimes I kind of put it on before too. It just depends. But I have this glossy finishing spray, finishing hair polish. So yeah, this is gonna be for like that perfect, flowy, beautiful, romantic Valentine's Day curls. You can wear these anytime. I will curl my hair like anytime I feel like doing something different than straight or like straight. But these curls are just perfect for like a date, like a Valentine's Day date. They're very romantic, very flirty, and just very cute. So honestly, I don't just spray each piece. I spray my whole head, and I already did that, but for the sake of this video, I'm gonna spray it again. Ooh. I'm gonna spray it again, and I know it's Ever Straight, but it's just like a flat ironing spray. Any flat ironing spray you hit, that's just what I have at the moment. Heat protectant spray. I use the Turn Up the Heat heat protectant spray. I love the smell of this. It smells like candy. And it's also like good. I've been using it for years, literally years. So first you're gonna take your piece. You can take thicker pieces. I'm taking like a medium-sized piece, definitely not small. The bigger your pieces are, the more like toned down it's gonna be. I hope that makes sense. Like the smaller pieces you have, the more volume you're gonna have, the more curls you're gonna have, especially if you do them in different ways, which I'll get into. But the bigger pieces, it's just like the more synchronicity your hair has. So what you do, you take your flat iron. This is one from the mall. When I first got it, it was bomb, but I've had it for a few years, and now I need to get a new one. I'm gonna try the Babyless one, but we're not there yet. So you take your hair. So I always curl away from my hair. When I want extra volume, I will take most of my pieces to curl away from my hair, and then take some pieces and curl them away from my hair, away from my face. Excuse me, I'm talking too fast. I have coffee, so that's giving me like an extra kick, and I already talk pretty fast. So most of the time I always curl every piece away from my face. So this side I curl it this, so on this side I curl it this way, on this side I curl it that way, away from my face. When I want more volume, I will curl most of my pieces away from my face, but every like three pieces I will curl the next piece towards my face, just so it has some extra volume and just like extra body. So, but for this, I don't want anything too crazy. Like I said, I just want it romantic and flirty. I'm not trying to get a proposal tonight. I just want a nice little cute little dinner. I mean, for Valentine's Day, that's what I'm talking about. I would not want to get proposed on Valentine's Day. It's just too gimmicky, too cliche. No, don't want that. For my future husband out there, I mean, that would probably be the perfect time to propose to me, because I wouldn't be expecting it, because I wouldn't want anything like that. But if it's a beautiful thing, I mean, and I love you, I'm gonna say yes. But I don't want to be proposed on Valentine's Day, period. So you take the piece and you literally just curl it, and once you got it turned to the other side, oh shit, I thought I burned myself. I didn't. You just pull it down, and as you get to the end, you keep turning it so the end is extra curly, and then you pull it out, and va-va-boom, there you have it. Look at how beautiful that is. Okay, the end is kind of, oh, there we go. So what I do after every curl, I hold it, I push it up, and I just like cool it down by moving it around, just so it can hold as long as possible. I don't really like to use hairspray because I hate that hard feeling. And honestly, the only hairspray I have is Got2b, and that's just too intense. Way too intense. So I just hold it so it keeps its curl as much as possible. And then I shake it to cool it down. And then there you have it, and I flip it to the back. Now, most of the time, your hair pieces kind of separate on itself. So again, you just take it. I already sprayed my hair. You can spray your hair piece by piece. I just don't do that. I feel like it's just, that's way too tedious. Like, I don't want to do that. So I just spray everything. And then I do have that random strand of hair, but I'm just going to put it in with it. Take it, twist it, turn it, pull down. And as you slide it down, you can slowly start rotating it. And then once you get to the end, that's when you rotate it more. Just because, especially on like wigs and if you have like sew-ins, the ends are always a little thinner. So the more curl that the end has, the more volume it looks like it has, you know? So it doesn't look like, you can't see that your hair is thinning out. At least in my experience. Maybe I'm not buying the best bundles, but even the best bundles, like, yeah, even though they're for the most part, they're thick from weft to end, unless like the vendor is like cutting them, like stretching it out and then cutting it to 22 inches or however long it is, it's never the same from weft to tip. It's always, even if it's slight, it's always a little thinner. So that's why I make sure to go curl more at the end, just so it's just still thick at the end. Look at that. Look how bouncy. These are coming out so beautiful. So freaking beautiful. I'm gonna speed up these last two, maybe three. I mean, the front piece is already done, but obviously I'm gonna do that again. And then I'll come back on when everything is finished. Okay, so I'm back before I finish. I literally only did one piece. But for the front piece, depending on how you want your front piece to go. So the first time I did it, my hair was straight. So I just wanted a little something in the front to frame my face. So I literally only did this piece just to frame my face a little bit. Now and then I just kind of curled this a little bit just so it wasn't like one curly piece and then straight. I just kind of made this have a little bit of body so it kind of flowed together. So that's what I did for when my hair was straight. Now, for these curls, I was going to separate these two and do two different ones, but, which you can do. You can definitely do. It will still look very cute. But I want more of that soft curl. Like more, it's more romantic, I feel like. That's the adjective that's coming to my head, romantic. So, I'm just going to show you how I'm doing it. I take a bigger piece. And then as I go, still curling away from my face, but how do I explain this? But okay, you see how big this piece is? It's all the front. I'm going to pull it forward and like forward, like above my eye, like just straight. I'm gonna pull it straight instead of like the rest of the curls. You went down this way. I'm pulling the front pieces like towards my face, and then I'm taking it to the very tip. Well, I'm almost a tip, and then going straight back and slowly doing it that way. And then as I go further down, that's when I'm curling it and moving it to the side. And then the end, again, turning it even more. I hope that made sense because I can't really do it again. Now, as you can see, I'm not touching it. I'm about to go like this to do it. Yeah, let me just do that. But as you can see how the curl is laying, it's going forward and then coming around and then going down. That's exactly how I want it to do, because when I comb it out, it's going to fall so perfectly and frame my face, and it's going to like go into the rest of the curls. Can you kind of see what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna fall, frame my face like near my eyes, because that's how it is. You can see the line, it's going forward, and then it's gonna flip away from my face, and when I comb it out, it's gonna go into the rest of these curls and just look magnificent. So yeah, I'm just gonna make sure it's cool. I'm not gonna touch it and comb it out, but I'm gonna do the other side and then come back. I'm gonna do the other side, probably do my makeup and then come back, because you'll just, I did the tutorial, you just need to see the final look, right? So there we go.
This is how the final look came out. Just cute, flirty, fun, and don't forget to subscribe.